विंशतितमं दिनम् अस्य मासस्य स्थिरवासरः सायङ्कालः. This is from 4:30 to 6 p.m. Ramayanam. Again, sorry I went over the time in the previous class. Tried to finish some sutras, but we didn't have much of a break. But anyway, this is the second session, 4:30 to 6 o'clock, Ramayanam, Saturday, May 28th. Next class is June 11th. Let's do Mangalacharam. Ramo Rajmani Sada Vijayate Ramam Ramesham Bhaje Ramena Bhiyata Nishachara Chamu Ramaya Tasmai Namaha Rama Nasti Parayanam Parataram Ramasya Dasosmyaham Rame Chittare Sada Bhautame Bho Rama Mamuddhara Rama Rameti Rameti Rame Rame Manorame Sahasranama Tattulyam Rama Nama Varanane Sri Rama Nama Varanana Om Nama Iti. Well, last time we were looking at the Sundar Kandam, Sankshipta Rupena. We take it the summary of Sundar Kandam. So we're looking at the second Sarga. We already did this last time. Raksho Gana Parirakshita Lankayaha Nushtaveshatvam Vichintayan Hanuman Deham Sankochayan Chandrodaya Samaye Tam Pravivesha. Now, the only thing I think this, when I did the one small correction from last time is that the when we're doing this shloka, have this fifth shloka, have the prior sargaha, we had this form vyathayan somewhere here. Tatastu samprapya samudra tiram samiksha lankam girivaryamurdhani kapistu tasmin nipapata parvate viduya rupam vyathayan. So Vyathayan comes in Gita. Yamina Vyathayanti te Purusham Purusha Shabha Samudukha Sukandhiram Somutat Somutattvaya Kalpate. So comes in Gita in chapter 2. Yam Vyathayati. Yamina Vyathayanti te Vyathayanti. So here comes Vyathayanti comes in Gita, so chapter 2, number 15. So now the thing is that what is this form Vyathayan? In the class we had this dhatu Vyatha. Vyat is the dhatu. In fact, you can look at the dhatu pata for that. The dhatu vyat. You look at the dhatu pata for dhatu vyat. Let's try to find it here. Dhatu vyat. The only thing I forgot to mention one thing last time, which is what I'm bringing up now. The form vyathayan, of course, is the shatru pratyaya being used. Vyathayat pratipadikam. But being vyatayat. So dhatu vyat. Okay. Dhatu vyat vyathayan vyat. Okay. See if you can find it here for you. Dhatu vyat. Dhatu is vyat, and it belongs to the special set of dhatus called the ghatadis. It didn't become vyat. The question is why did it not become vyathayan? So why did it become vyathayan last time? We had why not vyathayan? Dhatu vyat. Vyat is coming here. Let me see where it is. Here, Vyat is over here. Vyat is bhadigana dhatu. Bhaya sanchalanayoho. Vyatyan means to trouble somebody. So Vyathayati is a causative form. So this comes in the bhadiganaha. Now the question last time was, I didn't answer properly, is that when we win the pratyaya nich over here, why do we not do the atopadhaya? The sutram 72116. I forgot to mention last time. Is that this when we do vyatayat, so basically the pratyaya is we burn the pratyaya lat. That became shatru pratyaya. We before that when you do vyat plus nich itself, now why did we not do the atopadhaya? What is it? The sutram called? Sutram called mitam hrasvaha. There's some dhatus which have the, let's look at sutram mitam hrasvaha, which are considered to have more as an it. Now the dhatu vyat does not have the makara as an it. There's no makara it in dhatu vyat. No makara as an it. Then how do we know that this dhatu is a mit dhatu, which has makara as an it? Because the sutram mitam hrasvaha only says if you have, so when you take vyat plus nich, again I'm going to last time's class, verse number 5, we had the form vyathayan. We had the form, this is a causative form of dhatu vyat. Vyat plus nich we had, we made the form vyati. But not answering the question, why not atopadhayaha? In fact, atopadhayaha does come. What is atopadhayaha? When the pratyaya following is a nit, the chavarga panchama is nit or the chavarga panchama is nit. In that case, the upadha akara takes the vriddhi. Atopadhayaha. Upadhayaha ataha. Vriddhi syat niti chapare, patye pare. So, we have the dhatu vyat which has the upadha as the akaraha. The last class somehow we missed this point, I think. So, upadha is akaraha. So, we get atopadha becomes vyat, vyati. But then comes the sutram which says mitam hrastvaha. Mitam hrastvaha in the Ashtadhyayi. Mitam hrastvaha. What does mitam hrastvaha says? Mitam hrastvaha, let's look at mitam hrastvaha. The dhatu has a mos in it. Then in that case, what happens is that the mitam hrastvaha. I'm sorry, mitam hrastvaha, mitam hrastvaha, mitam hrastvaha, mitam hrastvaha, mitam hrastvaha. Okay. Mito dhatavaha ghatadayaha mitaha ityevam adayah tesham upadhayaha rasto bhavati nau parataha. Nau parataha. Now here vyathayati comes in kashika, vyathayati. Now this dhatu vyat which we just saw does not really have a makaras in it. It doesn't really have. Then how do we know that this is to be considered to have mos in it? Because this dhatu vyat is in the bhavadi ganaha number 868. Number 868, if you look at this dhatu vyat, one number 868, it will not have mos in it. It doesn't have mos in it. Then how can we use mitam hrastvaha? And dhatu vyat does not have mos in it. So 868 says that, it says vyatha. See, it does put mos in it in brackets. So how did we get that mos in it? The word says ghatadayaha mitaha. In the dhatu patha, there is a gana sutram. It says ghatadayaha mitaha. So Panini has put these dhatus in the bhavadi ganaha. Some of them may not even be belonging to the bhavadi ganaha. This section called ghatadayaha mitaha. These dhatus, ghata, etc., they will be considered to have more makaras in it. Even though they don't actually have makaras in it, they will be considered to have makaras in it. And in that section, there comes this dhatu vyat. So this dhatu vyat is a mit dhatu because it is in the ghatadayo mitaha. Ghatadayo mitaha. So what happens is that we do get atopadhayaha. Atopadhayaha we do get here 72116. But then after that comes 6492. So maybe I'll put this in the document here. What's in the document here is that in the last class we had, let me see, did I have it here? Yeah, vyat plus nich. And when we took that, of course, once we get vyati, then we add the pratyaya lat. Lat became shatru, and then we got the shap, we got the gunaha, everything. This part is the same. Once the form vyati is formed, then getting the lat pratyaya and then becoming shatru and becoming vyatayat, declining it, all that is the same. Only thing that we missed over here is that when we had vyat plus nich in the prior class, right here itself we should have applied atopadhayaha, then make it mitam hrastvaha. Then make it mitam hrastvaha. So if I put it here, so here we should have, what we should have done is that we got the hetu maticha, we got the pratyaya nich, then we really need to first make it into the into vyat plus e by the atopadhayaha, and then make mitam hrastvaha, make it vyati after mitam hrastvaha. So mitam hrastvaha. Again, what is mitam hrastvaha? These are dhatus which are considered to have the makara as an it, by putting them in the section in the bhavadi ganaha called ghatadayo mitaha. So we see any dhatu which has taken this hrasva adeshaha, when the ni pratyaya follows, in that case you can suspect it might be in the section of ghatadayo mitaha. It's quite a large section of the ashta in the dhatu patha. Quite a few dhatus are there. We have to watch out for this mitam hrastvaha. I missed this point last time. So vyat will take nich after nich, hetumaticha nich, 3126. Then take atopadhayaha, become vyati. Then take mitam hrastvaha, become vyati, vyatayat. So continue from today's class. Again, thanks to Radha for making the document for today. Let's continue with this one. So we are looking now at the second verse, which we just started last time. We didn't do details. Tadaham svena rupena vachanyam bhrasvatang gataha lankam abhipatishyami ragavasyartha siddhaye. Tadaham svena rupena vachanyam bhrasvatang gataha lankam abhipatishyami ragavasyartha siddhaye. Padacheda is tad aham svena rupena rajanyam rhasvatang gataha lankam abhipatishyami ragavasya artha siddhaye. Kind of straightforward shlokaha. The padacheda again one more time is tad or tat aham svena rupena rajanyam rhasvatang gataha lankam abhipatishyami ragavasya artha siddhaye. So if you do take the padavicharaha now, tat. Now tat can be the, of course, pradipadikam sarvanama shabda tat. It could have been the napumsakalinge prathama athva dvitiya ekavachanam. But that will not fit here very well because of the fact that the karta is abhipatishyami, and it is that I will kind of descend on, I'll come down on, or enter Lanka. So the karta of the kriya padam is aham, because mip pratyaya is there, has to be, asmad pradipadikam. And lankam is already there as dvitiya ekvachanam. So introducing another dvitiya prathama ekvachanam with tat doesn't make much sense over here. That's you have to understand it. That when you have a tat shabdaha, you can try to see if it is napumsakalinge prathama atva dvitiya ekvachanam. That will be a sarvanama shabdaha. It will be a pronoun is qualifying some nama shabdaha. So right now there is no nama shabdaha, napumsakalinga nama shabdaha to be qualified by tat. Then start thinking maybe it's an avyayam. Avyayam is also an avyayam called tat. And that tat can mean tasmat. Tasmat. Again, we're only taking some selected verses here. So the tasmat is connecting from some prior verses in the Ramayanam, where Sri Hanuman gives some reasons as to how he should enter Lanka. So this tat is, in fact, you can look at the tat is an avyayam, and it is in this. I think it's in the chadayo sattve. The chadayo sattve is this avyayam tat. So tat can means tasmat. So yat and tat can be both avyaye. So yat can mean yasmat, tat can mean tasmat. So in the chadayo sattve, the chad is an akriti ganaha. Akriti ganaha, as you have been seeing, you see they get the nipata sanya by the swara, the pragrishwaran nipataha, so pragrishwaran nipataha, and then chadayo sattve. This is already, of course, well known to you by now. Is the pragrishwaran nipataha, chadayo sattve. The chad is akriti ganaha, so this tat is an avyayam. In the chadi ganaha means tasmad, and of course it gets it's the nipataha. It gets the avya sanya by swaradi nipatam avyayam. Swaradi nipatam avyayam. So one more time. We had this tat padam over here that had a few choices. So there's this one. In this particular case, it could have been napumsakalinge prathama dvitiya ekavachanam, which is not fitting over here because there's nothing to qualify it over here. The napumsakalinga nav shabda nasti. So therefore, start thinking maybe it could be an avyayam meaning tasmat. Therefore, so hetoho. So for that reason. So put in document. So that fits over very well. Thing of the yat and tat pradivadikam is you have to be ready for the getting the avyayam yat and tat. So tat or tad is in this case is a nipataha in the chadi ganaha, because it's in the chadi ganaha, because it's akriti ganaha. Chadi ganaha is an akriti ganaha, which means that if a word behaves chadi ganaha, akriti means akritya ganyate, but the form that it has taken, we can say that this tat should belong to the chadi ganaha, akriti ganaha, and then chadi ganaha, and then of course you get the avya sanya by surad nipatam avyayam. It's an avyayam. Okay, that was a bit tricky part in this kind of straightforward shlokaha. Straightforward. This is sugamaha shlokaha. And here okay, let's continue with that now. So rest of it is, aham is of course prathama ekvachanam, asal pradipadikam is the karta of abhipatishyami. Now svena rupena, this swa, this savanam, this swa pradipadikam has basically four meanings, which means atma, atmiya, and it also means jnati and dhanam. Jnati dhanam. It can mean oneself, belonging to oneself. That's the most common meaning, atmiya. It also means jnati or dhanam. Jnati means, relationship, some relative, some relatives, kinsman, or your relative, someone related to you. Or can mean dhanam also. Dhanam, like swam can mean dhanam, like niswaha brahmana means he's a daridra brahmana. Niswam, niswaha. So swa can mean dhanam, can mean jnati, like a kinsman. It can be relative of yours, or it can be atma or atmiya. Now only in these two meanings, atma and atmiya, the swa get the sarvanama sanya. The sarvadini sarvanamani, if you look at that sutram, sarvadi sarvanamani, there is a Ganas sutram there. The Ganas sutram there which says, samajñati dhanakhyayam. Samajñati dhanakhyayam, which is that this swa is a sarvanama shabdaha, but only in those two meanings. So swam ajñati dhanakhyayam. Now most of the time it has four meanings, which is atma, atmiya, and the dhana and jnati. in those two meanings of jnati and dhana, it is not a sarvanama shabdaha. It'll go ramavat. But in the meanings of the atma and atmiya, the most common one is the atmiya, belonging to yourself. So his own form comes in Gita in chapter 18, right? So Svesve karmanya bhirataha samsiddhin labhate naraha. So Svesve karmanya bhirataha samsiddhim labhate naraha. Comes in about chapter 18, maybe roughly, I would say, maybe middle of chapter 18, maybe roughly. Svesve karmanya bhirataha samsiddhin labhate naraha. So comes in the siddhi, Svesve karmani. So in his own duty, abhirataha, samsiddhin labhate naraha. So svesve karmani. This sway means atmiya, in one's own duty, one's own is the meaning of this sway. So this is what we have in the Ramayanam also right now, is svena rupena. So this is atmiyena rupena, by my own form, with my own form, svena rupena. So this is of course tritiya ekvachanam, with my own form, taking my own form. This swa is qualifying rupa. When you say between atma and atmiya, the atmiya is an adjective to something else which is belonging to you, your own, or his own, or somebody's own. So one more time is that swa has four meanings, and the meaning of atma, atmiya, it becomes sarvanama shabdaha, and here this is the most common meaning is that atmiya, it is an adjective to qualifying something which is your own. So svena rupena, stitya ekvachanam, with my own form. Rajanyam is the Padipim Rajani. Rajani becomes Rajanyam is Saptami Ekvachanam, means Ratrau, at night. Rajani also means Ratri, means Nisha, Nishayam, Ratrau, means at night. Rasvatang is Saptami Ekvachanam. Adhikarani means that it is going to be at that time. So Adhikaranam can be in place of a location. It also can be in case of time also. So it's adhikaranam, because saptami adhikarane Panini says adhikaranam can be variety of kinds. It can be deshe, kale, it can be vishaya also, in the context of, in the place of, in the time of. So, but it is now in the time of, at night time, at the night. Rajani is saptami of, Rajanyam is saptami of Rajani, Nadivat Shabdaha. Rasatangataha. Now this is also interesting in the Sanskritam. In this language, we have this thing of going to a particular state. Of course, Gita example is very beginning one, right? Which is the Klaibyam mas magama partha. Naitatvayipapadyate. Klaibyam mas magamaha is don't go to import and see. Don't go to import and see. So this is, so it is Klaibyam mas magama partha. Naitatvayipapadyate. So now you go to a particular state, like Mudattam praptaha. He went to foolishness. But normally these kind of you would never say in English, don't go to import and see. Klaibyam mas magamaha. But here It's very common. You go to the Bhrantim Praptaha, he has gone to delusion, or he has obtained, he has reached delusion. He would say he's deluded. In English we say deluded, right? But here he says you go to a state. You go to a state. Your mental state is also, in this case, a physical state. Is that you can also go to mental states. So don't go to a state of impotency. So that is, don't go to impotency. So this is something which is special in this language. You have to observe these kind of usages. The trick in speaking good Sanskritam is to take Shishta Prayogaha. The danger is that you take the English, just translate into Sanskritam, that creates more problems. You're better off taking Shishta Prayoga of Sanskritam itself and then modifying it to your needs. We're better off doing that. Rasvatangataha. Rasvatangataha means gone. Gataha means, of course, this is a Nishtha Pratyaha. Dhatu was gam. Gam becoming gata. I think we have seen a few times now this sutram, which is 6. So let's mean that one first, which is 6.4.37. 6.4.37, which says that Anudattopadesha vanatitanothyadinam anunasika jalikiniti, which is that if you have a dhatu with anudattopadesha. Anudattopadesha means that connects you to sutram 7 to 10. Ekacha upadesha anudatta. The dhatu is anudatta. One of the most striking effects of that, it doesn't take the idagamaha. Doesn't allow the idagam. Doesn't allow the idagamaha. Idagamaha comes to pratyaha. Anudattopadesha is dhatu. Now we're talking about the swara of the dhatu itself, not the it letter. Anudattopadesha. Then in that case, it doesn't allow the idagama to come. That's 17. Nishedha comes. But this one is not the same context. Talking about 6.4.37, which is saying that Anudattopadesha vanatitanothyadinam anunasika loko jalikiniti. Anunasika anta dhatu, followed by jalado kit or nit pratyaha. Right now is dhatu gam, followed by nishtakta pratyaha, taktavatu nishtha. And there are only 6 dhatus which are anudattopadesha, which anunasikanta, which is the gama, nama, yama, rama, and then the han and manya, these 6. So these 6 dhatus, gama, nama, yama, rama, and then also the han manya, man dhatu in the 4th gana, dhatu han, these 6. My favorite example is this akshata. And because here not only these 6 dhatus, but also dhatu vanati, and tanotyadinam, tanotyadi ganaha, 8th gana, all these dhatus, the anunasika lopa jalikiniti. Tanotyadi includes dhatu kshan, is to injure. Akshata means uninjured rice. So when you take the dhatu gam, the gam gatihi, man matihi, han hataha, ramena vali hataha. So all these come in this sutram. So one more time, these 6 dhatus, which is gama, nama, yama, rama. So nataha, yataha. So this is all these, and then also the vanati dhatu and also dhatu of the 8th gana, and which end in anunasika. Anunasika lopa jalikiniti. 6.4.37. You put in a document like this, that becomes gataha. One more thing over here is that I told you that this many times, even though this comes in the bhute adhikaraha, there is an exception to this, is that it can become, it is actually a, okay, let's finish this one. Let's put this one document first. So the dhatu was the gam dhatu, and we took the pratyakta. Sutra, we sutra called nishtha. Nishtha sutram. Sanya sutram is taktavatu nishtha. Taktavatu nishtha. And then became gata. Gata because of 6.4.37. Now, the question is this an active or passive form? Because we have Ramaha vanam gataha, Ramena vanam gatam. Both are also possible. How is that possible? Normally, any pratyaya which is a krit pratyaya, which this one is, it is in the active sense by kartari krit, kartari krit, kartari krit. But then comes the sutram, it says tayoreva krityaktak kalarthaha. The pratyaya ta should be used only bhavakarmanoho. But clearly in the Ramayana, this is not a passive form right now, because it says that he had gone to a small size, miniatureness. So he had not been gone to, he went to a small size. So Hanuman is the karta of this. Karta, he is not the karma. So this is gataha, means this is like Ramaha vanam gataha. Then how can we use a active form like that with dhatu. Even they say that tayoreva krutyakta khalarthaha, when we have that, how can we make it? But there is apavada, it says, gatyartha karmaka shlishing stha ityadinam kartaricha. So if your dhatu is gatyartha dhatu, sense of motion, then it can take it kartari also. So we can have this kartari form also. So gataha means one who has himself gone, not been gone to. The 3472 will make this one into. So remember that if you have dhatu is gatyartha in sense of motion, or also with akarmaka dhatu, like ahmatra sthitaha, balakaha suptaha, etc. All those also they can be in the active. Of course, akarmaka is straightforward, but gatyartha also will be. They can be. So you can have Rama vanangataha, Ramena vanangatam. So here what has happened is that then it is 3472. This is an active voice. Okay. So rasvatam is this sutram is pratyaya called tal, which means smallness. Having gone to smallness. The sutram is tasya bhavastatalau. So to explain the state of that, so smallness, pratyaya can be used is tva or tal. Of course, tvam will be rasvatvam gataha. Rasvatvam, that will be in the neuter. Pratyaya tal is used, of course, halantyam, lakar lopaha, and then we get ta pratyaya, then you have to ajadyata shtap. Nothing can be used in the feminine, which is, if it is ending in, unless you have to check it with the striyamadhikaraha. The sutram there is ajadyata shtap. Adanta pradipadikam, if you have, it takes the tap pratyaya in the feminine. So it becomes rasvatam gataha. So rasvatam is this pratyaya. So tasya bhavaha tvatalau. Rasvatam tasya bhavaha tvatalau. So here we get this form rasva plus in the pratyaya nyas tasya bhavaha. The pratyaya tal. So this what we're using is 51119. Of course, we remove this pratyaya nyas because this gets a pradipadika sanya, vikrittadita samasascha, supo dhatu pradipadika yoho, supluk. So nyas goes away, so we can take this one now and just put it like this here and make it into this one. Let's see. Rasva plus tal, because of kuttadita samasascha, supo dhatu pradipadika yoho. Kuttadita samasascha, supo dhatu pradipadika yoho. Supluk comes. And then after that, of course, the tal means halantyam, and then we use the pratyaya tap. Akasami dirgaha, rasvata, and of course is the karma of gataha. Because gataha we use an active sense, so we can take the karma now. So let's finish this one here. So rasvata will bring the pratyaya rasvata. So rasvata will have to bring the tap pratyaya. First of all, remove the halantyam, then bring the pratyaya tap, then do the anubandha lopaha. So it is 414 pratyaya tap comes in there. Then use akasami dirgha. Now, think rasvatam is a dvitiya ekavachanam. The very fact that we have dvitiya ekavachanam here means that this gataha should be active. So we can only take a karma because if the karta is with kartari arthe only if the dhatu is used, then only karmatvam sambhavati. So karmatvam is only possible when you have a active usage. Otherwise, so dvitiya, karmani dvitiya is coming there. I'm sorry. Karmani dvitiya means that dvitiya can come there only when you have the active usage like that. Otherwise, you cannot have active. When you say Ramena Vali Hataha, passive usage, that Vali becomes Abhita, it becomes Prathama. So fact that you have karma and dvitiya here means that gata should have been active, which you already saw about 3472. So tad aham svena rupena, therefore, with my own form at night, but in reduced, having gone to small size, means small in size, that was in English, small in size, having taken up a small size, having adopted, having made my size small, lankam apko dvitiya ekavachanam abhipatishyami. Vipatishyami means I will descend on Lanka. I will descend on Lanka. Pat is to fall. Avipat means kind of come down on it, descend on Lanka. This straightforward form, this laka is the Rit Lakaraha, which we have not studied in detail yet. I said in the class this morning with the Adhikara of Bhute, starts from 3 to 84, and then comes Bhute, then comes the Vartamane Lat, after comes the 333 Bhavishyati Kamyadaya, and that is a Lit Sheshe Cha. Lit Sheshe Cha. So Lit comes in the sense of future. We can look at the Vrittya for a second. Lit Sheshe Cha with 3:13. So Avipatishyati, the easy way to spot is that you have the Vikaranam. No, it's not a Gana Vikaranam, but when you have the, why no Shab coming over here? Why is there no Shab coming? Because of the fact that Special Sutram, Shatasi Lulato Ho. Let's see, what is Yulia saying? That in my own form, small form or monkey form. Yeah, so basically he's keeping his own monkey form, but small size. So not changing to another form, not becoming like a man or something, but keeping my same form, but small size. Monkey, but small size monkey. So, Bhavishyati ityeva, he says, Shesha Kriyat Upadanya, Shuddhe Bhavishyati Kale. So, in the straightforward future tense, we can get the Chakarat Kriyayam Chupapade, Kriyarthayam Dhato, also in some special cases also, Lut Pratyaya, Karishyami iti Vajishyati, So, Karishyati. We can also get, so this is also when there is a Kriyartha Kriya, we don't need this right now, just take it in the Shuddhe Bhavishyati, and take it Sheshe Khalvapi, Karishyati, Harishyati. So in the straightforward form. Now what's happened? So Lit Sheshe Cha 3:13, keeping a straightforward, simple future, and we can say it in English. So I like to use the Lit Lakara, always use the Lakara form. So only thing, there's nothing special here. Patishyati, only thing, Idagamaha, is said dhatu. We'll put some basic steps here. So we got Pat plus Rit Lakaraha, this is the future tense 3:13, Lit Sheshe Cha, 3:13, Lit Sheshe Cha. Then 3:13, and then we got of course Tipta G, etc. Patishyami Patya will be Mip. Then instead of taking the Shab, there's no Shab because we get this Chatasi Lulatoho, Chatasi Lulatoho. So if a lakara, it's a r lakara means either the rit or the rung, and then it takes this here. It's apavada for shap. Apavada for shap is chatasi lutoho. Apavada for shap. So we get 3:31:33. Of course, the siya pratyasanya of ardhadhatukam sheshaha, and then it will get the idagamaha by 7:35. And finally, we'll get the so maybe you can put one step in between here and make it pat. So we can make it pat plus the idagama will come. Idagama will come. Pratya was here, and then we have the pratya mip patishyami. So here we have used chatasi rulutoho. We also use the ardhatuka seed valadehe 35. So that we got the Sya Pratyaha, got the Idagamaha, and then finally we just want to use the Adesha Pratyayoho. So we can make it Patishyami by Adesha Pratyayoho. Patishyami. Oh, then of course the Ato Dirgho Yain. And then bring Adesha Pratyayoho. Shatvam, Ato Dirgho Yain. So we have used, of course, just like we saw the Bhavami, Patishyami, same thing. Ato Dirgho Yain will come over here, and then will come Adesha Pratyayoho 8:3:59 Adesha Pratyayoho. So Abhipatishyami means I will descend down. The straightforward form is the future tense form, Rit Lakaraha, Uttapurusha Ekavachanam, Idagamaha, and Shatvam. And of course, before that, Ato Dirgho Yain. So now what we have here is that Abhipatishyami Ragavasya straightforward. Shashti Ekvachanam. Artha Siddhaye. Prayojanam. Artha Siddhi means to accomplish his purpose. Artha Siddhaye it is the Chaturthi Ekvachanam. It's Mati Vashabdaha. Artha Siddhaye. So because the Ghi Sanya, Ghe Niti, and becomes, Echo Yavayava Siddhaya. Of course, that we will not put on the board because it's very straightforward to right now. So, Arthasya Siddhaye, Shashitat Purushaha, in order to accomplish the purpose of Sri Ramaha, Raghavasya Artha Siddhaye. So, basically, therefore, I will enter Lanka at night in my own form in a small size, having taken a small size, for the purpose of accomplishing, for the sake of accomplishing Sri Rama's purpose. You want to try the translation Vasu here? Let's say, so therefore will be tat. Tat is therefore. And reduced is to a small size. Rasvatang gataha. Rasvatang gataha. Reduced is put gataha, gone to. You want to do it, Vasu? Go ahead.
Yeah, I can do it.
Okay, your mic is working now. Okay. So there, what is therefore in the shloka? Therefore is what?
Tad.
Tat, correct. Reduced to?
Prasvatam gataha. Gataha.
And a small size rasvatam. It's together. Basically gone to a small size. So rasvatam gataha. Then I is understood because the mip pratyaya has been used. Then
Aham is there.
Oh, is there? I'm sorry. Yeah, already sorry. Yes, I'm sorry. Is there? Aham, even if you're right, it's there. Even if you're not there, we know of course, we can use Sutram 14107. Asmadyuttamaha. Asmadyuttamaha means Asmadi Uttamaha. When Asmad is used, Uttam Purusha Pratyaya can be used only when Asmad is in connection with that. So the Ekavachanam mip, so it has to be Aham. We already hear Aham. Okay, I shall penetrate. Which is that? What is that? It's the verb in the sentence, which is this one.
Abhipatishyami.
Into Lanka.
Lankam.
So by night is?
Rajanyam.
In my own.
Svena.
And form is Rupena. For carrying through is the Siddhaye, for accomplishing, for Siddhaye. And the purpose is? Purpose?
Artha.
Purpose Artha. So Artha has various, Artha Shabdasya Bhava Arthaha. The Artha Shabda has many Arthas. One of the meaning is also money, wealth. Artha is meaning, Artha is purpose. Artha also means the wealth, dhanam. Like Shankaracharya says, right? He says, Artham anartham miti bhavaya nityam. Artham anartham miti bhavaya nityam. Always contemplated money is only limited use. Artham anartham miti bhavaya nityam. So artham means dhanam. Anartham means nishprayojanam iti bhavaya nityam. Anyway, so artha has many meanings. One is meaning, one is the purpose, one is like wealth. So here it is the purpose, artha. Of my master is Raghavasya, my master is given that. So thank you for that. Let's look at the commentary quickly if I see anything which I can see there, which may be special. So let's see. Okay, the commentary, anything that they have said. I think Tad, this is Tasmad. That's part he says, Tasmad. Asayam atraiva kvachid giri guhayam nishankam sthitva. Staying somewhere around here for the time being. Rajanyam api svena rupenaiva, in my own form, svena rupenaiva. Parantu rasvatang gataha. But then gone to a small size. Bhutvaha. Gata is bhutva. So Lanka vipatishyami ityanvayaha. So that is this. So tad means ukta hetoho. So for that reason, which already has mentioned in the prior verses, we are doing only the summary form. We don't have all the verses here. Ukta hetoho. Because of this reason which is given in the prior verses, Raghavasya artha siddhaye svena rupena Tasvatam is lagurupam gataha, small size. Praptaha aham Lankam vipatishyami pravekshyami means I will enter Lanka. I will enter Lanka. Pravekshyami is in fact I think another commentator says Ratro yeah, okay, that's fine. Okay. Let's take the next one. Now we say we're going to only take only one more and two, only these two in this sarga now. It says that Pradoshakale Hanuman Sturnam Utpatya Viryavan Pravivesha Puring Ramyam Suvibhakta Mahapatham Prasadamala Vitatam Stambhaihi Kanchana Sanjivaihi Shatakumbha Nibhairjalair Gandharva Nagaropamam. One more time. Pradoshakale Hanuman Sturnamutpatya Viryavan Pravivesha Purim Ramyam Suvibhakta Mahapatham Prasadamala Vitatam Stambhaihi Kanchana Sanjivaihi Shatakumbha Nibhairjalair Gandharva Nagaropamam. One more time. Best you can do is keep on reading, and also look at the Gita plus meaning and make whatever connections you can make, and then try to do whatever Vyakaram you can. But please keep reading loudly, because that's the force of the language. Is keep on reading loudly and clearly, slowly also. Shanai spashtam. Pradoshakale Hanuman Sturnam Utpatya Viryavan Pravivesha Purim Ramyam Suvibhakta Mahapatham Prasadamala Vitatam Stambhaihi Kanchana Sanjivaihi Shatakumbha Nibhairjalair Gandharva Nagaropamam. Padacheda is kind of straightforward. Pradoshakale Hanuman Turnam Utpatya Viryavan Pravivesha Purim Ramyam Suvibhakta Mahapatham Prasadamala Vitatam. That's the compound word. Then it comes here. Stambhaihi Kanchana Sanjivaihi Shatakumbha Nibhaihi Jalaihi Gandharva Nagaropamam. All these are basic simple sentences that Hanuman Purim Pravivesha. Straightforward. That is the karta is Hanuman, the Purim is the karma, and Pravivesha is the Kriyapadam, Tingantam Padam. Of course, Pravivesha is a lit lakara here, kind of straightforward, even though we've not done in the previous class. Lit lakara, we have done many forms already. This is the Abhyasa Dhatu's wish. This takes the Abhyasa. By Lit Dhatu and Abhyasa, you'll just put some very basic steps here. We don't spend too much time on this. So, of course, Upasarga is pra, and the form, we have the form pra. Tingantam Padam is the heart of the sentence. If you learn how to get that, it makes life very easy. So dhatu here is wish, and then pratyaya is lit pratyaya. Wish plus lit is parokshe lit. We saw in the class parokshe lit. Because Valmiki is the vakta, it's parokshe to him presumably. This is parokshe lit. The usual steps to halantyam, upadeshan ajnanasika, lasya tip tasji. Then the tip will take nalla adeshaha. So then we end up with wish plus null. I'm skipping some steps here. Wish plus null. So we get null, and of course null means chutu halantyam, chutu halantyam, chutu halantyam, chutu halantyam, chutu halan anubandha lope. Anubandha lope, it will only be akaraha because of chutu halantyam, chutu halantyam, chutu halantyam, chutu halantyam. And then so this came out because of the 3478 tip tasji. So then come parasmay padanam nal atus usthal nal vamaha. In lit lakaraha, those tip tasji become nal atus us. I said to you most of the time, lit lakara is only third person because parokshe lit. It comes normally used once upon a time. In parokshe lit, we get the it is parasmay padanam nal atus usthal atus nal vamaha. So only for three we have to worry about. Null atus us, so tip becomes null. So null pratyaha, and then what happens is that we do the abhyasa karyam, which is liti dhatu anabhyasasya 618. Then abhyasaha, this will go because halad is shesha. In abhyasa, hal can stay only if it is the first member. When we do that, we get the V and wish. In this one, we'll then take the guna. Like Puganta Lagu Padasya, we always want today's class, right? So Vivesha. So Vivesha because of the Vivesh plus Vivesha. And because of the Abhyasaha, Liti Dhatu Anabhyasas, Liti Dhatu Anabhyasasya. And then Haladisheshaha, Haladisheshaha. And then, of course, Puganta Lagu Padasya Gunaha. 86, sorry, 86. So Vivesha, kind of straightforward form. Wish is to Pravivesha means to enter. Pravivesha, so he entered. Pravivesha. Purim Ramyam. Purim Ramyam is of course Dvitiya Ekvachanam. So this is Dhatu Ram, Ramya. Ramya means delightful. Delightful city. Delightful city, Ramyam. Rantum Yogyam. Fit to enjoy, which is fit to be enjoyed. Fit to be enjoyed. So these is what's called as potential participle. What Panini calls Kritya Pratyaha. Kritya Pratyaha. In fact, just in the morning today we had one of these examples. So this Kritya, Krit Pratyaya Panini, just a small 2 minutes on this one is, of course, the adhikar of Kruda thing starts from 3193. Kruda thing. Krud a thing, Kruda thing. And then immediately Panini starts the Krityaha Prang Nulaha. Krityaha is a potential participle. Krityaha Prang Nulaha. So up to Pratyaya Nul. You get the Kritya Adhikara, Kritya Pranulaha. It's a very nice, small, compact section here from 3195 up to 31 about 132. So if you want to get any potential participles, Kartavyam, Nyatavyam, Karyam, all these things, Shochyam comes in Gita. We just saw in Gita today, right? Ashochyam and Shochastam, Shochyaha. So these are all the potential participles fit to be done, So here there are three basic rules here, which is acho yat. Ajanta dhatu should be the pratyaya yat. First of all, there are three pratyas. There is tavya, aniya, and then varieties of ya. So we says kartavya, karaniya. Also have karya, kritya. These are all same form. In fact, the word kritya itself is a kritya. In the old days, whatever the form the dhatu kru took, that became a generic name for that class of participles. So kritya is a kritya in itself. Dhatu kru, in fact, like krit sanya, same thing. The krit itself is a krit. Karoti iti krit. So these sanyas in the Purvacharya, before Panini, they all using these sanyas to take the dhatu kru and take the participle form, and that becomes a general name for that class. So the classic example is the krit. Krit means participle. So krit itself is a krit. Same thing kritya. Kritya itself is a kritya. This kartum yogyam krityam. So comes in Gita. Kritakrityascha bharata. Chapter 15 last shloka. Kritakrityascha bharata. So now, so they are basically of three varieties. One is the pratyatavya. One is aniya. So kartavya, karaniya. So drashtavyam, darshaniya, and so on. And then that is fine, but then comes also this pratyaya, which is a ya, but ya with different it letters. So acho yat, ajanta dhatu you have in the pratyaya yat. Which now what do we have right now? We have the pratyaya ramyam, ramyam, ram dhatu ram we have, rantum yogyam ramyam. So ram dhatu we have. So we do not have ajanta dhatu. But then comes ru halor nyat, ru halor pratyaya kyap comes for certain dhatus, which is etis, tu, shas, ru, dru, jushaha, kyap. Kyap takes stutya, word like stutya, etc. Now the thing is that ram is not here either. But then comes the ru halor nyat. Ru halor, no, that would give us the pratyaya nyat. If you get the pratyaya nyat dhatu, ram, it will become ramyam because of atopadhayaha. By 7211, it will become ramyam by 72116, which we don't want. We don't want to get the form ramyam. We got the form ramyam. Then what? Then somehow we should not get the pratyaya nyat, because 31124 says ru halor nyat. We do have a dhatu which is halanta dhatu ram. So pratyaya nyat would have come to get the form ramyam. But then how do we avoid that? There must be some other special rule to help us get the form ramyam. And there is a special rule, which is after this sutram achoyat, it says poho adupadhat. So poradupadhat. So poradupadhat. 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 So poho. If you have dhatu ending in the pa varga. And then adupadhat. Upadha akaraha. So dhatu ram ending in makara, which is pa varga. And upadha is akaraha. So ram, which is akara is upadha. Then the pratyaya yat comes again. So instead of the pratyaya ruhal or nyat, pratyaya yat comes back. So the ram becomes ramyam and not ramyam, because pratyaya was nyat. You have to apply the atopadhaya 72116. You got the wrong form. Instead, by 3197, achoyat has been used. We get the form ramyam. So ramyam is we get from 3198. Poradupadhat, poradupadhat, poradupadhat. So poradupadhat is the sutra what I want to point you out. So ramya, I just put 3198. I put over here the word ramya. Ramya is 3198. 3198 ramya. Poradupadhat. Okay, so we got that part in here. So this is how one more time is that kritya dikaraha, kritya starts from here. Potential participle 3195 to 31132, and within that you have three main pratyas, which is the tavya, aniya, and the ya. The ya is of three varieties mainly, and you have this pratya achoyat, ajanta dhatu, which you don't have right now. Then we have some special dhatus, take the pratya kyap, and then ruhal or nyat, which would have applied in our case given the wrong form, but then we have a special sutram which says poradupadhat, poradupadhat, poradupadhat. That's what we got the pratyaya yat again. So we only do the ramya. Like the word gamya, labhya, japya. All these are for the same sutram. Poradupadhat is gamya, ramya, labhya, japya. So fit to be done. Okay. So now we continue from there. So this is ramyam nagarim. Of course you got the pratyaya tap on top of that. Akasami dirgha as before. So not aham, Hanuman, ramyam purim pravivesha. Remaining all, and pradosha kale. Pradosha kale is the evening time. Pradosha is evening. Pradosha kale, saptami ekavachanam. Remaining all of these, here down here, qualifying the nagarim. Nagarim. There's one adjective for Hanuman, viryavan. Viryavat pratipadikam dikhan, like Bhagavat becomes viryavan. Viryavan Hanuman. So first get the basic sentence. Look at the Tingantam Padam. Then look at the Karta and the Karma. So basic sentence was Hanuman, Purim, Pravivesha. Then the Purim adjective, which is Ramyam Purim. Then we adjective to Hanuman was Viryavan Hanuman. Hanuman. Then we had a clause, Pradosha Kale, at evening time. Then we have another, which is we call the pratyaktva, utpatya, having jumped. So this is also samana krutakayoha purva kale. You've seen many examples, or in your daily examples, many times. We won't go in details. We have the samana krutakayoha purva kale 3:421. Then samasanyang purvek tvolyap. Samasanyang purvek tvolyap. So we get the pratya. First we get the tva pratyaha. And then after that, we get the lyap adeshaha, because it's samasaha. Utpatya, utpat is to fall, utpat is to jump. So utpatya is an avyam because of tvato sun kasunaha. Again, nothing new for you, so we won't put in document this one. So this is the samana karta is Hanuman. So having jumped, turnam is an avyam. Turnam is an avyam, means quickly, having quickly jumped, having kind of leaped, having taken a quick leap in the air. So turnam. In fact, turnam may not be. Let me see. Turnam. Let's see what aptage says for turnam, because turnam might just be. It might just be an adjective. Let me see. Turnam. Because no, turnam may not be an avyam. So turnam may be an adjective, in which case you make it ditya ekavachanam napumsakalinge and make it as an adverb. is definitely qualifying the utpatya. So turnam utpatya, turnam utpatya. Let's see what aptejik is for turnam. Turnam. Okay. Quick speed. Okay, so this is past. Okay. Dhatu tvar. Okay. Tvar becomes turna. Okay. Turnam. Which is used as adverb here. What happens? Any adjective can be used in the Napunsakalinge, Dvitiya Ekvachanam. It can be used as an adverb. So that is a Vartikam on 2418, which says that Kriya Visheshanam Klibata Ishyate. It goes in so this is an adverb turnam, qualifying utpatya, having quickly jumped up in the air. The heroic Hanuman entered this beautiful city at evening tide. Now comes the adjectives now. All qualifying the Purim, Ramyam Purim. First one is the Subhak, yes.
Yeah, is Pradosha Kale Samastapadam or not?
Samastapadam, yes, Samastapadam. Because Pradosha has no vibhakti after it, right?
Yeah.
It is Karmadhara Samasa, Karmadharya. Because this is the Kala. What kind of Kala? Pradosha Kala. So Pradosha is qualifying the Kala. We can take Karmadhara. Definitely Tatpurusha Samasa, for no doubt about that. This is Tatpurusha. But I think Karmadhara should work fine. Pradosha, so Pradosha is qualifying Kala. At what time is Pradosha Kala? So I think it's straightforward. It has to be a compound because Pradosha has no vibhakti to it, And this is Supluk has taken place. It's going to be a compound. Now, Suvibhakta Mahapatham. It's a big compound here. First of all, the Pradivya should be Pathin. How it became Patham? How did Pathim become Patham? So this is what's called Samasanta Prakaranam. Samasanta. At the end of compound, some different things happen at the end of compound. At the end of compound, different things happen. Samasanta. Without going into too much details, these are Tadita Pratyayas. They come at the end of a compound, they become part of a compound also. So the interesting thing is that these Pratyayas, they come after Pradipadikam, but then they become a part of the Samasa itself. So Samasantaha. And there is a sutra which is Rukpurabha. So the Pathim, yes, this is Patho Vibhasha. Let's see, Patho Vibhasha. Let's look at, I think Pathin is here. Let's look at 2472. This might do it. Rukpura. No, here it is. I'm sorry. Rukpurabdhu Pathamaanakshe. So if you have this word, if you have this word Pathin, let's look at 5474 because the question is if the Prajapati is Pathin, how it became Patham. So of course in the compound, which means that the Pratyaya Taf has come there, but how to get the Adanta? I'm sorry, give me 1 second. So 5474, it says Samanyana Vidhanam. It says that the Apratyaya comes after these words, which is the Ruk, Pur, Up, Dhur, and Pathin. Iti evam antanam samasanam akara pratyaya bhavati. Samasantaha. So what we have is that Suvibhakta means well divided, well proportioned enough, Mahapatham. So Mahapatha is a Karmadhara Samasa. The Mahat has become Maha. So also this is a Karyam of the Pura Padam in the Samasa. It's a different section. In 6.3, Panini starts Yadikar Uttarapade, Aluguttarapade, Aluguttarapade. When Uttarapadam follows, what happens to the Pura Padam? Aluguttarapade. And so this is something happening to the Pura Padam of a compound. The Samasantaha is at the end of a compound. So we have both things going on here. We have Mahapatham. So here we have just a Bahuvari compound. One, this is a city which had its highways well divided. City with well divided highways, well partitioned highways. So now how this becomes An Mahataha. An Mahata, I think is around 40. An Mahataha Samanadhikarana Jatiya Yoho. when you have, without too much detail, with 6346, the takara of mahat becomes an akara. When you have samadhikarana or the jatiya pratyaya, 6346, 6346 sutram which you're going to use here, like Mahatma. So all these are come by 6346. The fact that mahat has become maha means this must be samadhikaranam. It will not become mahat will not become maha otherwise. If you say so if you want to say mahatam seva, it becomes mahat seva. Mahatam seva, service of the great. It's not samadhikaranam. It will not become mahaseva. We say mahaseva is great service. Mahat seva, it could be service of the great. So mahata akadesha bhavati adesasya samadhikarane uttarapade jatiye cha pare. So jati is a pratyaya, jatiya. So that's what we have, 6346. And then we also have that sutram, Samasantam sutram, which we use. So 6346 we need to make mahat into maha. Of course, we can make akasama dirgha alone chasya. The ta becomes akaraha, becomes akasama dirgha, becomes mahat, becomes maha. So 6346. And then we also use that 5474. So after doing that, I'll just put the numbers in the document. Not going into too much details, but we make it. So to get the form, Subhibhakta Mahapatham. So Subhibhakta is just stacking on to the Mahapatham. So maybe put the whole thing. So Subhibhakta, this Mahapatham. And Apoditya Ekavachanam. So we use 6346 to make Mahat into Maha. And we also use 5475 at the end. The akara comes at the end. So when akara comes, that pathin, ending pathin, will get the bhasanya. We get bhasyater lopaha. We all done this sutram bhasyater lopaha. If you have let's refresh your memory for that one also. So bhasyater lopaha. So because when we declined the pathin pradipadikam, if you recall, we had the sutram which is the bhasyater lopaha. For the words pathin, then mathin and rubukshin, it takes when they get the bhasanya, get t lopaha. So this was also we need, because pathin, then the in bhaga takes lopaha, then we got the bhasyater lopaha. So that was 7188. Then of course when we get the top pratyaya 414, akasama dirgha on top of that. So the whole thing is going to be a bahuvrihi compound. So we get Subhibhaktaha, so Mahapatha, Panthanaha, or Mahapathaha, we can say that, because Mahapatha we can get the pratyaya O at the end right there. So Pathin, if you just take Pathin and decline it in the Prathama Bhochanam, right? So we can become because Panthanaha, become Panthanaha. But when you make it Mahapatha, it becomes Akaranta. So Subhibhaktaha, Mahapathaha, Yasyam Sa Nagarim, Sa Purim. So it is a bahuvri compound. Of course, pratyaya can come, doesn't matter what kind of compound is it. So Mahapatha, Mahapatha. Then also right there we can get the pratyanta shabda there, the apratyaya, akara pratyaya we can get by 5475. So then it is a city which has well divided highways. So Suvibhakta dhatu bhaj is to divide. Bhakta Chohaku has happened there. So Suvibhakta Mahapathaha. If you look at the Tika quickly over here, let's see what they have to say. Suvibhakta Mahapathaha. Number 48 is that. It says Pravibhaktaha Mahapathaha Rajamargaha Yasyam Tam Purim. It is that city in which there were well divided highways. So Suvibhaktaha or Pravibhakta is part of it here. Mahapathaha equals Rajamargaha Yasyam Tam Purim. Okay. So this gives some basic sutrams. You can have time to do everything in the class. We'll give you a good idea of what is going on here. The Bahuvrihi compound. We are not talking about the highways themselves. Talking about the. Oh, by the way, I put the wrong. This is 5474. I'm sorry, 5474. talking about city which has the highways. Okay. And then the remaining part of it, which is also the next verse, is just describing the Purim further. It says, Prasada Mala Vitatam. Vitatam. Again, the same sutra which you just saw before, by the way. This dhatu tan. Tanotyadi gana, right? Tan dhatu. The sutra which you just saw, which is 6437. 6437, it is Anudattapadesha Manati Tanotyadinam Anunasika Lopa Jalikiniti. So Tanotyadinam dhatu tan becomes tata. Comes in Gita, chapter 7. Maya tatamidam sarvam jagadavyakta murtina. Maya tatamidam sarvam jagadavyakta murtina. Masthani sarabhutani nachaham teshvavasthitaha. So it comes in Bhagavad Gita, chapter 7. Maya tatamidam sarvam. That means vyapta, vyaptam. Tata means stretched out. Means pervaded, pervaded. So by me all this is pervaded. Maya tatamidam sarvam jagadavyakta murtina. Masthani sarabhutani nachaham teshvavasthitaha. Nachamasthani bhutani paschame yogameshwaram. Chapter Bhutabhunna cha bhutasto. I'm sorry, I'm in the wrong place. Nachamasthani bhutani paschame yogameshwaram. Bhutabhunna cha bhutasto mamatma bhutabhavanaha. Yatha akashasito nityam vaisratrago mahatra salvani masthani padharya. Let's say, I'm sorry. Maya tatamidam sarvam jagadavyakta murtina masthani sarabhutani nachaham teshvavasthitaha nachamasthani bhutani paschame yogameshwaram maya tatamidam sarvam. Okay, chapter 9, I'm sorry. Chapter 9, number 4. Maya tatamidam sarvam. This tatam is vyaptam, stretched out. This idam sarvam jagat maya tatam. This whole world is pervaded by me. Avyakta murtina, in my, settled form, unexpressed form. Okay. So what we have right now is prasada mala vitatam. It was spread out. It was kind of pervaded by. There were many of these prasada mala. Prasada, of course, is a palace. Mala is like a shreni, rows of palaces. It was covered with rows of palaces. Prasada. So prasadanam malabhi vitatam. So prasada mala is string of palaces. Vitatam, it was spread out, it was covered, pervaded by these strings of palaces. Again, qualifying the Purim. Then comes stambhaihi. Stambhi, like pillars. Stambhaihi. Kanchana sannibhaihi. Kanchana, of course, is gold. Sannibha. I think we did in a prior class. Dhatu is bha. Bha is to appear. And then sannibha is to resemble. Sannibha or nibhaihi. Next look out here is word nibhaihi. Shatakumbha nibhaihi. Jalaihi. Nibhaihi means sadrishaihi. Tulyaihi. So sannibha is dhatu bha. Is sutram called ataschapasarge. So which mimics, which looks like something. Yes, sadrisha. Sannibha sadrisha. This sutram ataschapasarge comes in Ashtadhya in two places. Be careful about that. So that comes in the striyam tin adhikaraha. 33106 comes ataschapasarge. Also comes in 3.1. 31135. 31135. It comes 136. I'm sorry. What is this? You say the pratyaya ka comes in here. So we're not going into more details, but we have sun. Need upasarga is required for this. We have adanta dhatu, ataschapasarge. This sutram also comes later on in the striyam adhikara, striyam tin adhikara. I think 33106, I think it comes. So 31136 and 33106. That is a completely different one. That will form feminine nouns. That's not what we did. Right now we need the 31136 we need. 136 we need. So ataschapasarge. Exact same sutram comes in two places. Here we need this one, which says san nibha or simply nibha, pratyaya ka, katriyarthe, one which resembles nibha is. Now what happens is that, very quickly, is that we get the akara lopaha by the ato lopa iticha, ato lopa iticha, ato lopa iticha, ato lopa iticha, Ato lopati. So we had ni, bha, plus the pratyaya, ka, anubandha lope, lashakvatadjite, anubandha lope, lashakvatadjite, and then we get the, so this was by 3113. Ataschupasarge, anuviti of kaha comes down there. 3136, and kartari krit by default, nikritya will be kartari, so one which resembles. Then we get ni bha by the ato lopa itich angakaryam. Again, the same principle Ashtadhyaya, same principle. Chapter 3, 4, 5, Panini puts the pratyas together. Then he does the angakaryam, sandhikaryam later on, chapter 6, 7, 8. First you got the pratyaya in place. So same thing you do in Tinganta Prakaram, same thing, similar thing over here, is that put the pratyaya in place. Of course, in the first half of the class we had the Tinganta Prakriya, Ting pratyaya. But this is still the same model. This is a Krit pratyaya. Put the pratyaya in place in chapter 3, then go and do the angakaryam, sandhikaryam, etc. afterwards. Always 2 steps. So that's the way the Ashtadhyaya is set up like that. So if you only do Siddhanta Kaumudi, you don't appreciate that, because your Siddhanta Kaumudi takes sutra from here and there. With Ashtadhyaya, Panini has an order to it for a reason. So he puts all his pratyas in chapter 3, 4, 5. Of course, pratyaya Parashchadhikara runs. What happens here is that this becomes simply a bha. So, and this is of course an akaraha anubandha lope. So nibha. Nibha means sadrisha, resembles. Bha is to shine, to look like. Nibha is to look similar to something. So that is what's happening here. So we have in 2 places here. We have sannibhaihi. So kanchana tulyaihi, which were resembling gold. So these were pillars which looking like gold, like sannibhaihi. And then shatakumbha nibhaihi jalaihi. Shatakumbha also is gold. All the gold has so many words in the language. Some words have so many words for them, like lotus and gold, and there's so many words for them. Now, but jalaihi, like a lattice, lattice, like window lattice. So they had lattices, made of gold, which resembled gold. Now this titya goes with what now? Kanch stambhaihi. Look at the commentary. It says the tityanteshu upalakshitam iti sheshaha. Commentator clearly says tityanteshu upalakshitam iti shesha, which was characterized by these. So characterized, you have to supply the word upalakshitam iti shesha. So kanchana sannibhaihi stambhaihi upalakshitam, characterized by these pillars which resemble gold. Then shatakumbhaihi jalaihi upalakshitam. So these tityantas go with the upalakshitam iti sheshaha. And then comes last one, Gandharva Nagaropamam. So Gandharva Nagaram also is a compound, Gandharvanam Nagaram. So this is the city of the Gandharvas, Upamam. So Gandharva Nagaram Upama Yasyaha Sa. So which can be compared to the city of the Gandharvas. Gandharvas have very wonderful things in them, right? So it is mysterious, strange, kind of stunning, astounding. Gandharva Nagaram. Something like fantastic. In English, we say fantastic. Gandharva Nagaropamam. It's also Bahuvri compound. Look at the ending word is Upama. Upama is, Upama can be a feminine noun. Upama is a feminine noun. So we're not talking about Upama itself, talk about the Nagari. It's a Nagari or the Purim, which has the Upama as Gandharva Nagaram. So it is a city which can be compared to Gandharva Nagaram. So one more time is that Pradosha Kale at evening time. How about Sandhi here? Hanumam Sturnam. Okay, right? So Naschavya Prashan. Anunasika Paronuswaraha. And then of course do the Sasajusho Ruho. Karavasana Visajaniya Saha. I won't put this in document because you should know this by now. So basic sutram is the Naschavya Prashan. Padanta Nakara when you have followed by the Chav Pratyaha. Cha, cha, tha, cha, ta, thav. So basically cha, cha, ta, ta, and ta, tha. If one of these 6 follow Padanta Nakaraha, then we get that Nakara takes a Ru Adeshaha, and simultaneously you get the Anuswaraha. Either becomes Anunasika or Anuswara. The prior, this Anuswara comes after the prior vowel. That's the confusion of Sandhi is confusing because you got you might think Hanuman, so you can think about Anuswara, but where does Sakara come from? That's the confusing thing. This Sandhi this brings two things over here. It means the Ru Adesha for the Pradanta Nakara followed by Chav. It also brings in the Anuswara Agamaha over here. So Anuswara also comes over here. So Anuswara comes here. Hanuman's Surnam. So 837, again you have all the daily examples. I won't put in document because you already seen this many times in daily examples. Naschavya Prashan, Anunasikat Paro Anuswaraha. Then of course you got the Ru Adesha. You already got Ru. So no such Ru. You already got the Ru Adesha. So only Karavasana Visajaniya Saha. Because you already got the Ru Adesha come directly in place of the Nakara, and then Anuswara comes prior to that, and you can do the Sandhi like that. So Pradosha Kale at evening time, Hanuman, having quickly jumped up, the heroic Hanuman entered that delightful city, which had well-divided highways, and which was spread out, with these strings of palaces, and which had the pillars, which resembled gold, and then also had the windows lattices, which are again resembling gold, and which could be compared to the city of the Gandharvas, which means like a fantastic or an amazing city. So we ready for Vasu? If you're ready, we can do it. So springing up is what do you have, Vasu? Springing up.
Turnam Utpatya.
Utpatya. Springing up. Then quickly is?
Turnam.
It's an adverb here. Remember one thing, if we see an adjective decline, Ditya Ekvachanam Napumsakalinge, think about adverb. Because like Sukham Jivati, Samam Dhavati, it comes in Gita, Dukkham Praptama Yogataha. Dukkham Praptama, difficult to get. So this is an adverb. So a true term is adverb. Okay, at eventide?
Pradosha Kale.
The powerful?
Viryavan.
Hanuman is Hanuman. Proceeded to penetrate deep into.
Praviveshta.
Pra is the deep. So Pravivesha. Proceeded to enter deep. To the lovely. What is lovely?
Ramyam.
And city is?
Purim.
In whose highways had been Suvibhakta Mahapatham.
Suvibhakta Mahapatham.
So Mahapatha, Suvibhaktaha Mahapatha. Mahapatha is highways, Rajamarga. Symmetrically means Suvibhakta, means well divided, well proportioned, which was filled with is what? This one here, Vitatam, which was pervaded by rows of mansions.
Prasadamala.
Prasadamala is a rope, a string. Prasadamala Vitatam. And with his Titya. Its golden pillars.
Kanchana Sannivaihi,
Stambaihi. Golden is Kanchana Sannivaihi, Stambaihi. And golden lattice windows. That is the
Shatakumbha Nibhaihi
Jalaihi. Shatakumbha Nibhaihi Jalaihi. Shatakumbha is gold. Shatakumbha Nibha is resembling gold. Jalaihi, lattices resembling gold. It looked like is the
Upamam.
The city of Gandharvas is
Gandharva Nagari.
Nagaropamam. Thank you. So basically this is Nagaropamam, it means that Gandharvanam Nagaram. Upama Yasyaha Sa. It was a Nagari which can be compared to the Gandharva Nagaram. So then we are taking some verses from this chapter. We cannot take the whole chapter. We have limited time. Just give you a flavor of Ramayanam. just try to build the whole story, take once. So next, what we'll do now is that we'll give you some homework. We only have about 10 minutes left now. And I'm sorry about the last class. I went over time. In the prior class, I'm sorry about it. I lost track of time in the prior class. So it was a bit late to start this class. I apologize for that. From next time, we'll try to keep the time on the prior class. But you only meet twice a month, so I want to, at least cover enough to make it worth your time to attend the class. But yeah, I'm sorry about that last class. But we have about 10 minutes left here. Let's read this, Sankshipta Varnam, Sitya Sargasya Sankshipta Varnam, Patishyamaha. Nishilankam, Pravishantam, Hanumantam, Lankabhimanini Maharakshasi, Pratyakshi Bhuya, Panitalena Abhihatya, Pratyashedata, Atho, Hanumata, Nariti, Vamamushtina, Mandam Taritapi, Vihvala, Kapina Tvai Parajitayam, Lanka Vinasha Samayaha Samprapta iti, Vidhiti, Brahmano Vacho, Nivedayanti, Purah Pravesham Manvajanat. Okay, one more time. Let's see. Nishi Lankam Pravishantam, Hanumantam, Lankabhimanini Maharakshi, Pratyakshi Bhuya, Panitalena Abhihatya Pratyashedhat, Atho, Hanumata, Nariti, Vamamushtina, Mandam Taritapi, Vihvala, Kapina Tvai Parajitayam Lanka Vinasha Samayaha Samprapta iti, Vidhiti, Brahmano Vacho Nivedayanti, Purah Pravesham Manvajanat, Nishilankayam Pravishantam, Hanumantam, Lanka Vimanini Maharakshasi, Pratyakshi Bhuya, Panitalena Abhihatya Pratyashedhat, Atho Hanumata Nariti Vamamushtina, Mandam Taritapi Vihvala, Kapina Tvai Parajitayam, Lanka Vinasha Samayaha Samprapta iti, Vidhiti Brahmano Vacho Nivedayanti, Purah Praveshamanvajanat. So there is one verb here, Pratyashid, Lang Lakaraha, Dhatu Siddha, become Pratyashedhat. Pratyashid is to prohibit, to stop. Pratishedha, Pratishid, Dhatu Siddha. Is to accompany. Pratisid is to stop, to ward off, to block. Pratishedha. So Pratyashedhat is Lang Lakaraha, kind of straightforward there. We just look at the gesture. I'll give you some homework. So you can Pratipas Ashedhat. So Dhatu Siddh, you have to find some sutram to get the Shatvam. In 8.3, if you can look at the sutram, make this Pratyashedhat. So what gets the what will you get the in Pratyahara there, but Pratyashedhat. Okay, we're not used to it. We'll work this form next time in class. Pratyashedhat. It's a Lang Lakaraha. So Dhatu is Siddha, Upasarga Prati. One thing, remember that the Ad Agamaha will go just before the Dhatu. Not before the Upasarga, but so Prati Ashedhat it is. So Pratyashedhat. Pratyashedhat becomes Pratyashedhat. So the Ad Agama, you have to learn to spot that. Will come before the Dhatu, before the Angam, before the Dhatu itself, but after the Upasarga. So that's one verb. So these are Lanka Abhimanini Maharakshasi. The Maharakshasi, who was the Abhimani Devata of Lanka, the presiding deity of Lanka, the great Rakshasi. So the simple sentence is that Lanka Abhimanini Maharakshasi Hanumantam Pratyashedhat. She blocked him. This is some qualifying here. Is that Nishi Lankayam Pravishantam. This is whole clause qualifying Hanumantam. Hanuman who was entering Lanka at night. Nishi Lankam Pravishantam. Nishi Lankam Pravishantam. Hanumantam Lankavimanini Maharakshasi Pratyashizat. Then Panitalena Abhihatya. Panitalena Ekavachanam. So having struck him with her palm. Panitalam is the palm. Abhihatya. So she struck him with the palm, and she blocked. She kind of stopped him. Then Pratyakshi Bhuya. Look at this next time form, Pratyakshi Bhuya. Pratyakshi Bhuya is having appeared in person. Pratyakshi Bhuya. Pratyakshi Bhuya. If you want to do some homework on this one, look at this Sutram 5450. Pratyakshi comes here, means that to make something which was not so before. So Pratyaksha means directly appearing in front of him. Pratyakshi Bhuya. This is Sutram Asya Chvav. This Sutram Asya Chvav. Asya Chvav, you will need Asya Chvav. That Sutram Asya Chvav, it says we get the Ikara Adesha. So look at 5450 for homework. Look at 7432. Pratyakshi Bhuya. Appear in person. Atho, then Hanumata, by Hanuman, Nariti Matva, supply Matva. There are a lot of quotation. Some things in quotation. It's good practice. Where does the quote begin? So Nariti Matva. Nariti Matva means thinking that she is only a woman. Then Vama Mushtina, which is left, only with left fist. So which is Vama can mean also beautiful, but it also mean left hand, left. So Vama and Dakshina. Dakshina is right, Vama is left. So Vama Mushtina, which is left fist, Mandam Tadita api, even though she was struck only gently by him. Vivvala, she was staggered. She was stunned. She was staggering. And then there's another quotation. Kapina tvai parajitayam lanka vinasha samayaha samprata iti vidhi iti. There are two itis here. Brahmana vachaha. These words of Brahmaji. Brahmano vachaha. Vachas means vachanam. So shabdaha. This says uktihi. The words of Brahmaji. What did Brahmaji say to her? That iti is the first quotation. So this is Brahmaji's quotation. This quotation goes from here to here. Kapina tvai parajitayam lanka vinasha samayaha samprapta iti vidhi. This is inside this iti over here. Iti. So vidhi, no. Vidhi means you know. So lot lakara dhatu with. Second, we'll do it next time in the class. Know what? No, that's in the second iti inside here. Is that kapina tvai parajitayam. When you have been overpowered by a monkey, when you get overpowered by a monkey, then lanka vinasha samaya samprapta iti vidhi. You know that the time for Lanka destruction has come about. So no time is that Brahmaji had said to her that you keep in mind that this iti is Brahmaji's quotation. What he said to her was that you know that when you are overpowered by a monkey, then the time of destruction of Lanka has come about. You know that. Iti nivedayanti. He informed Hanuman of this. Nivedayanti. This is nivedayanti means informing Hanuman. Nivedayati means to offer or to inform. She informed Hanuman that the fact that you have defeated me means that now this can be the time for destruction of Lanka. Puraf pravesham anvajana. Again, homework anvajana lang lakarha. Good practice. Anvajana lang lakarha. Anu ajana. Same thing. Adagama before the dhatu, but after the anu upasargaha. So she allowed. Anujanati means to allow. Anujna. Anujna is to allow. She allowed the entrance into the city. So this is the meaning of the whole verse. We'll do more details in next time. If you want, we can just look at the anuvada here and see what it says. Is that appearing in person is the pratyakshi bhuya. Before Hanuman is understood Hanumantam. Why this Hanumantam? While he was making his way into Lanka. So Nishi Lankam Pravishantam. At night is Nishi. The mighty ogress is Maharakshasi, presiding over the city. That is the Lankavimanini, stops him is pratyashedat. Striking him with the palm of her hand is panitalena abhyatya. Getting unnerved is vivvala. Even though is api. Gently is mandam. Smitten is tadita api. It is left fist by Hanuman. And that is the Vamamushtina mandam tadita api. Thinking she is a woman. So nari iti matva. Thinking she is a woman. That's why he only fit with left fist only. She permits the monkey to enter. Is purah pravesham anvajanat. But for next time for you is that this anvajanat, we'll do it in detail. But the sutram here is basically 7.3. Let's see, sutram is nya janorja. 7.3, I think 79 or 8. This is the dhatu nya, the dhatu jan. Dhatu jan. Take the ja adesha, like jayate and janati. 7.379. Anvajanat. Repeating the words is nivedayanti. Repeating the present participle. Shatru pratyaha. The words of Brahma. Brahmano vachaha vachas nivedayanti. Vacho nivedayanti. That is the first iti in here. The destruction of Lanka is Lanka vinasha samayaha. Should be concluded as imminent. Is sampraptaha. Iti vidhi. When she is overpowered by a monkey. So kapina tvai parajitayam. Okay, let's stop with this. I don't want to again go over time too much. Let's stop with that and let's do the Mangalacham. Again, yes.
On the dhatu shid, we have to start. We have to start with siddh because dhatu adi.
Yes. Dhatu adi shasta.
And then it becomes. And then it becomes
dhatu partha. What
again?
Okay. In the dhatu partha, so we look at the dhatu in dhatu partha. It will be a murtanya shakaradi dhatu. Dhatu adi shastaha. If you look at dhatu, so it's shidhu samrad. All shidhu gatyam, shidha gatya. What 3-4 of them, right?
Yeah. And then it becomes shakara.
And then again you have to get the shakara back by sutram. And see, that's homework for you. 8.3, right? You have to use sutram to get the again shakara back there. So can we use the arsha pratyayoha there straightforward or no?
I don't think so because it is only applicable for pratyayas, right?
No, or adesha is an adesha, right? Dhatu adesha has become an adesha sakara now.
Oh, okay. Adesha pratyayoha, both are applicable then.
Yeah. Adesha or pratyavayava. So I think so. We'll look at it next time in the class. But that's the step. Dhatu adesha saha, and then we have to get the shattam by sutram in 8.3. Then after that.
And the issue with the case in Ishudanaha, this one's Sobadadi or something like that.
Yeah, that we'll just look at next class. It's a bit complicated. We'll look at next class.
That won't come in the picture here, is it?
Well, because this is Padadi Sakara, because Pada Sanyas for Ashedat, right? Because Prati Asedat. So the Pada Sanyas only for Asedat, not for Sedat, is it?
Okay.
So so it's only the Sat Padadi was Nishedha, only if it's Padadi Sakara, but this may not be Padadi Sakara, right? Because Pada Sanyas Asedat, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and we'll do it for homework next class. Next class we'll do it. So let's do Mangalacharam. Ramo Rajamanis Sada Vijayate Ramam Ramesham Bhaje Ramena Abhyata Nishachara Chamu Rama Tasmai Namaha Raman Nasti Parayanam Parataram Ramasya Dasosmyaham Rame Chittale Sada Bhotame Bhorama Mamudhara Rama Rameti Rameti Rame Rame Manorame Sahasranama Tattulyam Rama Nama Varanane Sri Rama Nama Varanana Undamaiti. This was May 28th, second class Ramayanam. Next class will be on June 11th. Second Saturday of June is June 11th, which will be the next class. Thank you and Hari Om Shubharatri. Are you okay,